Today's Country Mash production is brought to you by Guns. They make the world a safer place.
Go subscribe to Modern Mountain Man. This guy recently started a YouTube channel. I just recently met him, and he's just an awesome dude. For me, one of the things that really makes it or breaks it for a good YouTube channel is good people. This guy is super cool. He has a voice more angelic than Morgan Freeman, and his content is getting really good. He's going over a build series right now with a 50 Beowulf AR-15, which I'm super excited about because I don't really know much about it. So if you haven't heard of Modern Mountain Man, now you have. So go subscribe to his channel and send him some love. Now for the main video. Alright guys, so if you guys follow my channel, you guys saw the last video where I compared this 10.5-inch cold hammer forged chrome line barrel to my 16-inch cold hammer forged chrome line barrel. And when I did that, I used the Primary Arms 3X Prism scope, which I usually keep on my 16-inch, but I use it for both platforms just to keep the optics the same. And when I made that video, I kind of kept shooting this afterwards, and I'm like, man, I really like this setup. Having the 3X on a 10.5 just felt super versatile to me. And it wasn't even my plans to be doing this video today, but it kind of was one of those last minute things where I was like, man, I think I may keep this Primary Arms 3X on my 10.5-inch build, because I think that solidifies that this may be the best AR-15 setup for a multi-purpose role. Crap hits the fan. Without rule of law, the zombies are coming, some other countries invading our country. Whatever scenario you guys like to play in your head, the one multi-purpose rifle that could essentially do it all without too many sacrifices. Now there will be sacrifices every time you try to build a multi-purpose anything really in life, but with the multi-purpose AR, I think this 3X really fulfills that role nicely. And let me explain why. First of all, it is a Prism optic. It is a fixed power at 3X. So as far as a magnified optic goes, this is going to be more reliable than say a 1:6 or 1:8 or even a 1:4. Any variable optics out there, there's more mechanisms to make it zoom in and out. And the more mechanisms there are, the more that could go wrong. I believe in a multi-purpose setup, you want to keep it simple, stupid. You want to keep it as simple as possible, and I believe a fixed power scope does that. And now, if you're talking fixed powers, you say, well, what about a holographic or a red dot? And now one of the biggest problems with a red dot or a holographic is that it's purely battery operated. If this thing is turned off, let's see if I can get that. There's no reference point for your point of aim. And so with this guy, it has an etched reticle. So yes, it's illuminated up here. I can turn it up to be daylight bright. But if you're not using the illumination, there is still an etched reticle that you can see even if the batteries have died. With a red dot, the batteries die, or there is a malfunction with any of the electronics, you really wouldn't have a reference point to aim. And so that is the only issue with a red dot or a holographic. I love my aim point. I will still continue to use this. It's awesome for so many roles. But I believe if you were to have one optic on one rifle and you want that rifle to be a complete do-all package, you could still get a really fast target acquisition with it. Yet it's a little bit of magnification so you can push out just a little bit further than a standard red dot or holographic sight. Ultimately, if Primary Arms would come out with a 4-power version of these newer Prism scopes, I personally think that would be the ultimate. I think it's the perfect happy medium, the perfect balance of a fixed power Prism scope. So when they come out with the 4X, I'll definitely be getting one of those and replacing this with that. But until then, this 3X is definitely found its home on this 10.5-inch build. Yes, the Illumination is battery powered, that's the downside, but you don't need the illumination. This thing has a really bold etched reticle, So in most environments, you're never gonna need illumination. If you're shooting at dusk or dawn, and it's pretty dark out, or even it's pitch black out in the middle of the night, then yeah, the illumination's gonna help. And it's there for you, but you don't need it on all the time. It's cheap enough to where a majority of people can definitely afford it. If you have an AR-15 and you're trying to build a multi-purpose, crap hits the fan, zombie apocalypse rifle, you're gonna have enough money to purchase a Primary Arms 3X Prism scope. Not everyone has the kind of money to go buy an ACOG. Most people can afford this Primary Arms 3X scope. I've been running this pretty hard on my 10.5 inch and I love it. I honestly love it. I think it's gonna stay there. To me, this makes the best multi-purpose rifle. I don't want to get into too much detail reviewing the scope. There's already so many awesome YouTube channels who have already reviewed this thing very thoroughly. So I just wanted to go over what I discovered is that this optic paired with this 10.5 inch build, I think hands down, in my book, the best multi-purpose zombie apocalypse, crap hits the fan weapon platform that you could possibly have. So if you've never heard of these before, I highly suggest you go check out some of those other YouTube videos. Chances are that you've already watched them, you guys already know about this optic. I'm going to leave a link down in the description below. You can purchase one from Primary Arms right there. Their price is pretty much going to be the same price everywhere. They will have free shipping, at least right now while I'm posting this video. You purchase this optic, it will be free shipping, and I believe anything else you add on to that order will be free shipping as well. So please guys, if you guys have any comments, leave them down below. I would love it if you guys would subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. It'd be a huge support. Don't forget to like this video, share this video with all your buddies who you think would enjoy it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.